Hi and welcome to another Hopper internals video. Hopper is a modern curly brace and semicolon language, a little bit like Java or C#, but designed to run on small devices. This is an unusual video. I'm going to put it under Hopper internals. I thought it'd be fun to show how I check a build before I upload. So I'm about to do the second public release of the UF2 files that people can just drag and drop on and quickly get going with Hopper. So I'm testing the files I'm about to upload, and it's not very thorough. It's just making sure that it works across multiple boards. So let's get rid of that. Don't need that. So the way I test is I have these UF2 files here. I've got one for the Pico and one for the Pico W. So let's start with the one that's different. We'll start with the Pico W. So I've got to hold down boot cell, and there we go. We heard that, and up pops the window. Let me not get that under the contacts. Come on. And it's come up as a drive, so I can now drag the Pico W UF2 file onto the drive and drop it there. So it's busy flashing my Pico W. And then to test it, I'm going to use my Blink program. It does more than just blink. So with the Pico W, there's no built-in LED. The built-in LED is part of the Wi-Fi module. So if I load that up, it's uploaded it successfully, and now F5 to run. It's printing pluses and minuses down the serial port, so we can see that's working. And then we can also see we've got a blinky light. And so that blinky light is actually part of the Wi-Fi module for the Pico W. So the Pico W is different in that regard. So we have our first successful test. So we can get rid of that. And then we'll do the regular Pico. And now for the regular Pico, I'm going to use the other one, which is a little smaller. So it's 369K versus 948. Let's drag that one across. Busy flashing the regular Pico one. Now I'll change this to be a regular Pico. Build it again. And then let's upload and run it. And we have a blinky light, and that's a regular built-in LED that's flashing, and we're getting our pluses and minuses in the window here. Okay, so that's enough of this little rubbish USB cable, so we can get rid of that, because all the remaining devices that I have to test, I've got about 2 dozen RP2040 devices, and I tend to favor the ones that have USB-C ports. So let's do those ones. So let's start with, what do we got here? SparkFun device. So where's this boot button? There's this boot button. And so we've got that one up. Let's get these out the way. It has no Wi-Fi, so that means it's basically a Pico, not a Pico W. So let's take that and drop it in there. And let's make sure we're built for, and we're going to do them all as if they're just regular Picos, and they should all just work. And do we have a blinky light? We do have a blinky light, little blue blinky light here. Very good. That's one more down. We can go and put it in the collection of ones that have been done. Let's put them all in the back here, so we can keep track of which ones we've done. Here's another one. This is a Waveshare RP2040-Plus, it's called. Hold down the boot button. Okay, comes up as a drive. Drag and drop that. So I'm flashing the firmware onto it, just like you do if you downloaded the sample. And now we're going to run this. Build. and F5, F5. Do we have a blinky light? Oh, that's a pretty bright light. I think they overdid it a little. Okay, let's stop that one, exit. We've got another one that works. Go and add it to the pile. And what's this one? This is a Pimoroni Pico LiPo. It actually has that, it's got a charger for a LiPo battery. Nice feature. Anyway, boot button, USB-C again. That's a pretty bright power light. I wonder if you can control that. So anyway, we treat it as a Pi Pico again, dragged it across, run this, and wow, it's actually blinking, but you can't see it because its power light is so bright. So the green light is the built-in LED, but it's overshadowed by that power LED. Anyway, it's working. So QA process so far is showing that we have a reasonably good build. Let's do this little one next. This is a Seed Studio RP2040, and the boot button's the one on the right. Kind of hard to hold down. It's also got a lot of LEDs. It's got RGB LEDs on it. So I think with this one I just make one of them flash. Let's see. Okay, we drag across Pi Pico. Pretend it's a Pi Pico. And we go in here again and F5 this. Our little pluses and minuses are coming through the serial port, and we have a blinky blue. So I'm flashing the blue part of the RGB. Very good. And let's move on to the next one. Whoops, bumped my camera. And let's do, this is a interesting device. I haven't played with the e-paper yet, but it's called a badger, as in a badge. Ha ha ha. So there's the boot button. It also has a place for a LiPo battery. It's got a built-in LiPo charger. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna, it has no Wi-Fi, so we treat it like a Pico. And F5 to load, F5 to run. That's pretty bright built-in LED, very nice. And the serial port communication is perfect. Okay. So, you know, this isn't much more than kicking the tires, but it's better than no QA. And it's fun to play with the different devices. Okay, what about this one? This is a Waveshare device with a built-in TFT LCD. So, actually I know what this one does, but I'll keep it as a surprise. Okay, so it doesn't have Wi-Fi, so we treat it as a Pi Pico. And I'm going to get it lined up there. Right. And now we start it, load it, and run. What's going on here? You barely can't see it, but let me bring it up to the camera. Now you can see it. The built-in LED is the backlight of the TFT LCD. I think it's quite clever. It's like, why waste a GPIO pin when you can make the built-in LED your backlight? Sneaky idea. Okay. I like these guys. Waveshare make good stuff. And then this device is pretty cool as well, and it's slightly different. Now, I know this one as well, but I'll just go through it. So this is, it's an Arduino form factor RP2040. So, you know, it'll work with existing Arduino shields, and it's 5-volt compatible. It's pretty clever. It's from Adafruit. And it has a built-in SD card as well. And also a LiPo port. Oh no, it doesn't have LiPo. It's got two stem ports. Surprised it doesn't have LiPo charger. Okay, so we've got it powered up. Let's treat it like a Pi Pico because it doesn't have Wi-Fi. And then we'll run this. We'll load this and run it. And now nothing happens. We're getting the serial port communication, but we're not getting a flashing light, right? So earlier I saw this and I wondered, what if they are trying to emulate Arduino boards precisely? So if you've ever worked, if you're familiar with the original Arduinos, you know which pin is the GPIO pin for where's GPIO pins here? MCU, GPIO. The default pin for the built-in LED for the original Arduino was pin 13. Oh, I can't do it in the debugger. I've got to go out and do it here. That's why I'm confused. I was trying to edit in the debugger. Silly man. Okay. So we'll try pin 13. And we'll build that, and then we'll run it. And we have a flashy blinky light. So it is, you know, oh, actually there's the giveaway. Right next to the LED it says 13, but I didn't, so it says pin 13 for the blinking, for the built-in LED. So unlike the regular Pi Pico pin, which is 25, they decided to use pin 13. It's strange, but it's I think it's nice that they're trying to be Arduino Uno compatible. Anyway, I have several other boards. Well, I've got about 24 RP2040 unique boards, some with LoRa radios on them, more with Wi-Fi. But these are the simpler ones, and I really like the USB-C ports, and that's why I use this set to test. And there's a good variety here of ones that you know, don't have as many GPIOs. So this one's only got you know, one SPI controller and one I2C controller. There is some variety here. Yeah. Anyway, I guess this counts as a release announcement. So second release, which includes which is going up now. Which includes my reworked I2C and SPI interfaces. And I'm heading towards success in terms of making it so that I only have to release 2 so far for RP2040 boards. Only have to release 2 binaries that you can just download, and then you open the zip file and run the executable, and that gets you the development environment on Windows is inside that executable. I will add more binaries, but they'll be for different architectures, like ESP32, for example. I'll add another one, but I'm going to focus on the RP2040 for now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Give it a shot with your RP2040 board. Let me know how it works out.